I'm at the corner of Elm and Knox, and if you look right here, you can see that this car was struck by at least a dozen bullets. You can see that the back of the car the glass is shattered. Now, I actually spoke to the owner of this vehicle, and she saw the vehicle for the first time and tells me that she is just shocked. She has no clue who could have done this, and she doesn't know how she's going to explain this to her insurance company. And I also spoke to a neighbor who says that the gunshots woke him up, and he explains and describes the scene.
And last night it was 14 at least, and by the time I got up to see what it was, the car was speeding down the road, still shooting at other houses or whatever. So it was really scary. It was. Nobody wanted to come out until the cops got here.
Now, he also tells me that he's used to hearing gunshots in the neighborhood, but just not on his street. Now, again, this is just one of 5 shootings that took place. And here's how the series of events played out. Around 10:30, SPD responded to Dalton and Helena. Officers when they arrived on the scene, they found that there was a car that had been struck by bullets. Then about 45 minutes later, police responded to Knox and Elm. That's where I'm at. And they found this car with a dozen bullet holes. Then before midnight, police responded to the intersection of Dalton and Helena, and that's where they found a woman had been shot and had serious injuries. Now, according to SPD, officers say it appears that a shooter or shooters walked up to the house where the woman was in and fired at least 20 rounds inside. There were small children at home at the time, but the woman was the only one injured. Now, the last shooting came in around 20 minutes after midnight, and there was no evidence of shooting that had taken place. Now, this is still a developing story, and we will have all the details as the story develops. And of course, you can get the full recap on krem.com. In Spokane, Malia Kamal, KREM 2 News.